as you've seen with the video title anyway, we're looking at Razer Stream Controller. This is just a Loop Deck Live, just changed with the name. So we're just going to be unpacking this and looking at the advantages of having one of these. So I'm not going to dwell in as a streamer, but as a content creator. So let's jump in. From close up, as you can see, this is powered by Loop Deck. It is a Razer Stream Deck controller, all-in-one keypad for streaming. But basically this is not for streaming, but for live content creation. I'm going to be using this in Davinci Resolve together with Micro Panel. And I will also use this for editing, color grading. It's an all-in-one stream controller, of course. It has 12 haptic touch buttons. So these buttons that you see here, it's 12 of them. And you don't have to worry about it. If ever you run out of buttons, you can just swipe through on top of these buttons. But I wouldn't suggest doing that because it has these divisions between the buttons. And I think that is not well thought of. So you would rather use the buttons below to move between the pages. Okay, then you have 6 multi-function tactile dials, as you can see them there. And you can use this to control volume, control whatever systems you are assigned to them. We have 8 programmable buttons, but I wouldn't say it's all 8. It's 7 that you can program, and then the first one is the main button, so main page, and then the rest you can program them. And this is according to the profile that you are in, by the way. They also have native plugins that you can use for content creation. I don't know what those plugins are, I'm not using them. So without further ado, let's just open this up. From the box itself, it's saying powered by Loop Deck, because this is a Loop Deck Live anyway, just a name change, nothing else changed. Razer Stream Controller, all-in-one for streaming. Same thing, instant control, infinity creativity. This is what's written here. Go green with Razer, printed with soy ink. The box is black, but you can see it's printed. Alright, let's open this up. In the box we have Stream Controller or Razer Stream Controller, Loop Deck Live, whatever you want to call it. Let's take this out. I'm going to put it here so you can see it. We have these 6 dial knobs. You can adjust them. They have this tactile motion, like rugged motion, and it feels like this is going to last forever. The quality is good on this product, by the way. And you can also press it. It's a button as well. All of them. And then those 8 buttons here. Then you also have the screen that you can dial in and change whatever this dials is going to be assigned to. Let's see if we have any additional components inside the box. We have the manual. It's also printed black. Razer Stream Controller manual with this nice feel print. And I'm not going to go through this because who reads the manual? You can just mess up the product anyway. Okay. And then just a card. I believe this is a welcome card. I'm not going to go through this. All right. One more thing. We have USB-C to USB. This is great because then you don't have to have that adjustment that they used to use before on the Loop Deck Live. Strapped up cable, Type-C to USB, and it's at 90 degrees, which is another good thing about it. Then last but not least, we have the stand itself. This is not adjustable stand, by the way. So it's going to keep your Loop Deck at the same position every other time. You can't adjust it. But anyway, don't mind when I interchange between Loop Deck and Razer. It's all the same. runs on the same software to adjust everything. So I believe this is just a loop deck with the name change. Let me just add this stand onto this product. Okay, just like that, we have the stand added onto the loop deck, and you see now we can stand it there. Let me just keep my camera concentrating on this product. The advantage of having this, while I looked at the reviews online, they always have this negative thing about this product, but I think it's because they're looking at it from the perspective of a streamer. I'm not a streamer, I'm a video editor. Okay, let's plug this to the power. And when you power this stream controller for the first time, it comes with the software, but at the moment I already adjust it on a loop deck software. So I'm just going to plug it. And just like that, you can see it's already been detecting. So I have my Notion open, and that's why you see these pages open up here. So let me just close up Notion, and you see it just dynamically changed just like that. So let's look into the software of this loop deck stream controller. Okay, I'm going to be trying to use these things together. So let me open up OBS, and I don't have to open it up from my laptop using the mouse. I can just press it here and it's going to open up OBS just like that. So let's do that. Open up OBS. Well, there's no way I can record OBS on the PC when I don't have OBS opened already. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see that, but it's opened on this computer. So let's say I want to open up Davinci Resolve. I don't have to go on my PC, of course. Let me just record this video from the screen. And you can see here on the screen, I don't have any Davinci Resolve open. So let's go into Davinci Resolve. There. And just like that, Davinci Resolve is opening. This key, it has a vibration for you to know that you pressed the button, but I disabled it at the moment. It can be annoying if you work with this loop deck or Razer controller for a long time. We have media, cut page, edit, fusion, color, fairlight, deliver, speed editor as well. So I don't have to go and buy a speed editor, by the way. What I can do is I can just go into speed editor. You see I have home and markers time source. And then go into edit page, and you will see on the screen, it will move to the edit page. And you can see we just moved to edit page just like that. So you can see now I'm here, then I can jog through the timeline just by doing that. See, I'm jogging through the timeline step, one step, and you see it works. Then I can also come up to my speed editor, home, it goes to the home position, and it goes to the end position. And this is just the normal functions or the shortcuts that you have on the keyboard put into the loop deck, and just have an image or icon to represent that, and it makes it better doing this. Actually, I can also go into color grading just from my loop deck, by the way, just to give you what this thing can do. So go to Davinci Resolve, and then I have color page specific software. So I'll come up in here and say I want to work with primaries, then I can go into the first one, primaries, and I can work on my video just from here. So let's try to do that. Let's say I want to maybe rename this node that we have here. So I can just come up here, press it, and there you have the rename. Then I can just say test on my keyboard and close it. Now with this, you can see that you don't need the top part of mini panel, and this is cheaper than the mini panel. And when you have this and you have the micro panel, then you have the whole problem resolved. What I can do is I can also just press this, and I added a new node. Yes, you can see it there. So what if I want parallel nodes? Then I can just press parallel nodes, and you see I have now 2 parallel nodes, and there we have it. And if I want to rename this, you can just go again, run, on my keyboard, and then I don't even have to press with the mouse anyway, because I'm just used to the mouse. I can just go to the next node, and you see there, and then it goes to the next node. Then I can come up here, edit, then yellow maybe. Let's just put yellow, and there we have it. So now let's go into Loop software, and here we have Loop software. So what you can have here is you can have the profile. The profile is what you get when you are in this one here. This is your profiles. Like I have a profile for Notion, profile for Illustrator, and profile for Ableton, and the list goes on. I can also add a profile for Studio One here, or Davinci Resolve. This is for Davinci Resolve. So I have two profiles in here if you check, and I run between both of them. And if you want to see how I do that, is I have a profile here. If we come back here, I have a profile, and then once I click this, it's going to move me to profile resolve pages. And there you see it just moved. I didn't have to press it with the mouse. And whenever I'm here and then I want to move to the color, I can also move to the color just from my Stream Deck controller by just pressing. And then in the profile, you can have workspaces. Workspace is like if I'm to go into my edit page, it's going to open up this list of edit possibilities. Let's see what I'm talking about. When I press it, it goes into another workspace. So this workspace here is what we can use, like you can scroll through, something like that, or you can just press it here and then scroll through them. The thing with this is you have these dividers, and it makes it not possible to just scroll through. It's not nice to work with, but I like the function that I can just assign two buttons to move through. Okay. So another thing that I wanted to show is something that you don't have on your micro panel is editing of nodes, or let me just come up here. Curves, you don't have your color wrapper, you don't have qualifier, you don't have window, you don't have tracker, you don't have magic mask, and your blur. And then you can also move to the next. Let's try to do that. Key sizing, Dolby Vision. And let me just try to give you an example of this. What is the advantage of having this with your micro panel? Let's see, somewhere there. This is where I want to be. And let me clear off all these grays that are here. Go back to the main. We can reset the grade, and we back to one node. So now I can just maybe add a couple of nodes. And advantage with this is I can have a micro that is going to do all that for myself. So let me show you how I'm doing this. I'm gonna go, let's see, let go through. Then I can have node trees. I just maybe want 5 nodes. So, and you see that it's making all the nodes and writing all the names. And say for instance, for myself at the moment, then I want to go back into the color. And one thing I want to do is to just push this first to give it a little bit of a contrast. I can press it there, or I can just move, and just like that, I moved to that node. And then I selected node, so then I can then jump into contrast by coming here, go into primaries, contrast, and just like that we can adjust contrast. Let's do that. Pivot of the contrast, let's do that. Contrast, let's dial it. Pivot, just work on this image a little bit, then move to the next node, saturation. Give me a little bit of saturation. I don't want too much of it. Okay, there. Then secondary, we can now give it the color that we are looking for. So let's move into the secondary. And what do I want here? Let's come up here, the curves, hue versus hue. Anything that is blue, just dial it a little bit up. And you see that it's changing. Anything that is yellow, let's dial it up. Then anything that is green, maybe let's dial it down. And just like that, we have it. And then we can go back, curves again. Let's see, hue versus saturation. Then say anything that is yellow, I want to give it more saturation. And just look at this here. This here. And you see it loses saturation, it gains saturation. So I'm just gonna pack it somewhere here. I'm gonna say anything that is blue I want. By the way, you can also work with the output and the input. So at the moment, let me just push the input a little bit. And you see I can shift it to whatever position I'm looking for, specific. Just to move it in the middle or somewhere, wherever I want it. But anyway, then I can go output, jump it down, give it a little bit of that saturation in there, something like that. And not to prolong this video, you can see the advantage of having this with the micro panel. The thing is, you won't even need that $2,000 mini panel. You can just have this and the micro panel next to it. And whenever you need to generate a new node, just come up here and press the new node. Then it's generated a new node. You want to rename it, come up here, rename that node. Just like that, it's done. And you see the advantage of having this. So from my perspective, it's best to have this compared to Stream Deck. This is the best you can have because you have these dials here, buttons here, and then you can also swap around between the pages. By the way, the number of pages that you can have here is, I believe it's 14 going this way, and then it's 14 also in the memory. And that is a lot of pages if you think about it, if you use it in the best way. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Catch you later, guys.